I know it's so annoying to hear, okay? Even me, probably the first few months, maybe even longer that I started posting on here, I still hated to hear it. But the number on the scale doesn't really matter. And I know, like, I still am so proud that I got to the number that I wanted to get to. Like, I'm really happy about that. But the scale is not really that predictable of a measurement. You know what I mean? Because our water weight's fluctuating all the time, and there's so many other things that go into it, like muscle mass and things like that. For example, right now, the weights that I'm fluctuating between is the weight that I was fluctuating between when I first needed to buy my. But today, I'm sitting here in my size and they're too loose. I'm gonna have to go try on a size, and I weigh the same that I was weighing when I was in my size. Okay, the scale is not the end all and be all, and I know that is so hard to accept when you're first starting, and especially when you're starting to get close to the number that you want to be at. Like, the scale feels like, you know what I mean? It just feels like such a bigger deal than what it is, because I promise the body that you want probably weighs a little more than you think it does. And I hated to hear that. I hated for people to say that, because I'm like, shut up, I'm gonna get the goal that I want. Shut up, I'm gonna get the goal that I want. Quit telling me that the scale doesn't matter. It matters to me. Okay, and it did matter to me for a long time. But I'm having to start to realize that all of those annoying people, once again, they're right. Because why is it that me at 135 pounds, I'm gonna have to buy a size? Because these are falling off of me. I've had to pull them up all day long. The number on the scale actually does mean so little, especially if you build muscle pretty easy, if you're super active, if you hold water weight easy. There's so many variables that come along with the scale. I'm not saying don't try to hit your goals. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying any of those things. I've just definitely learned that for me, the scale is not the end of the world. The scale is not that big of a deal. I think it's a good tool to use, but so is your measuring tape, so is how your clothes are fitting, so is how you physically feel. There's so many tools that go in to keeping yourself in a healthy lifestyle that being a specific number on the scale doesn't account for. Not to mention that our weight is fluctuating constantly. If you eat an apple, if it's like a big apple, you can be up a pound because that apple didn't go anywhere. The apple is now, it's in your stomach. So, just like if you got on the scale holding an apple, that's the same thing. You see what I mean? There's nothing wrong with eating an apple, because I know somebody's going to hear that and be like, Kristen said that eating apples will make you fat. That's obviously not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the apple didn't disappear. You see what I'm saying? And that's good. Drinking water ups your weight. Do you think that you should stop drinking water? I hope not. The scale is a good tool, okay? I'm not saying to stop weighing yourself. I think that would be a bad idea. Personally, for me, I guess everybody has their own situations going on, but I am not advocating to stop weighing. But what I am saying is the specific number isn't really that big of a deal, and weight fluctuations are normal. And sometimes you can build some muscle that will weigh more, and it'll just change. It just changes the structure of your body. You know what I mean? So I think that could be why my scale is up a little bit, but my pant size is going down.